Hey guys, today is Saturday, December the 17th of 2022, and I'll do a quick update on gold using some cycles and double Gann technique. So without any further delay, let's get into it. I'm in Atlanta right now doing an event, and I should be home tomorrow. I wanted to do this quick update. Someone requested gold and silver. First off, using the retracement, you can see that right here we hit the 50%, 1834. This is the weekly chart and kind of stalled, so that's important. Prices always like to go back to the center of gravity within, fractal ranges. And we take that out and put our weekly cycle. The dotted cycle is the dominant cycle. We just bottomed out here. And this is the weekly cycle. What numbers are those? The 245 cycle. And the dominant cycle is 240. So these cycles are already starting pointing up. What's interesting is that it could probably pull back, maybe have a failed new low. If it goes that deep, you put the retracement on, you already have the 1780 right here and 1760 for key levels to watch. Take that off. Let's go to, you can see volume was a little negative this week. It just passed, and the MACD is positive. Now let's go to the daily chart and see what we have there. Kind of just back and forth. I thought there was going to be a reversal last week. And it kind of didn't, it really didn't, it looked like it started, but then it bounced up. And now we're kind of here. We put the daily cycles. This is the daily cycle. So this one right here is the dominant cycle. Let's open it up so we can see the numbers. The dominant cycle, it's 70. And this cycle now is down, while there's two that are up. The 379, well, there's two that are up and one that is down, which is this red line. Let's see if we could get our supply and demand zone up. Make it more clear. So you see there's two cycles that are pointing up, and there's one that is bottoming out here. So it's in sync with the weekly, which is nice. I mean, this is positive too. It looks like gold kind of got ahead of itself. If you look at the daily and the weekly, it kind of got a nice little jump when it happens. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's right on time, and sometimes it's a little later. But the fact that it kind of bounced really strong, that's a good sign. Now we just got to keep an eye on this dominant cycle. Make sure it's not going to pull it back. But if it does, it could probably be a nice little opportunity to go in and get long. We just got to see what the price action is going to bring. Let's go to some seasonality charts and see what we have there. Okay, looking at the seasonality charts using a 5-year percent of months, which gold closed higher than it opened from 2018 to 2022. You can see that December is pretty strong and January is pretty strong, but February is weak. We go to 10 years. You see that December is pretty strong and January. 15, you can see December strong, January is a little stronger, and the max 20 years, January and February are a little stronger. If gold is going to follow seasonality, then December, they already started the rally. Should continue, December and January, this rally. Okay, so this is our seasonality chart using the 5-year. You can see that once we hit December 1st, 2nd, 5 years started rallying. We started rallying, but kind of going sideways. But from the 12 on, it gets a lot of Momo. We haven't seen this price action yet. We just got to take that high out. But if it does, 5-year could be a potential guiding point for us. The 10-year, you see that it kind of goes sideways, but somewhere around the 26, it gets some Momo. So it looks like it gets some Momo from the 26 on, going all the way into January. We're showing some, that February was a little weak, so we just got to be careful. We're taking it one month at a time. We had the 15-year. The 15-year from December 1st, maybe all the way to the 5th, it starts going down. And from the 16, it starts turning, it starts going up. We had all three. If it doesn't get a rally, gets a pullback, look for the 26 if it gets a pullback, or if it goes sideways. But the 5 and the 10, the 5 and the 15-year look like they're going straight up. The 5 and the 15-year look like they're going up. Right about now, they've been going up. The 10-year is the one that's going sideways. So if it's going to play the 10-year, December 26th should probably give it a rally. But it all depends on, what gold is going to do. It'll be nice if it gets a pullback, because it'll be a little healthier to get a nice little pullback and then continue going up. This is going to be the last chart I'm going to show. I just wanted to give you a quick update. This is Elliott wave theory. I'll probably end it here. I don't want to make this video too long, but I want to just show you what Elliott wave is indicating. I got data going all the way back to like I don't know, 1940. This is kind of flat, but it starts getting momentum by 1972. So in the monthly, it's showing that this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know this is all subjective, but it's good to know, what the Elliott wave is indicating at the bigger picture. So far it's doing an A, B, C correction. If the correction just fulfilled itself, it should continue pushing higher, although the C doesn't really look deeper. But that's, me just being picky. What's good thing about this is that it's above the 20, the 100. It found support at the 50. The 50 SMA normally bring buyers or sellers. And it's chopping around the 20 SMA right now. Let's look at the weekly. You see in the Stokes, we got a nice little crossover. On the weekly, same thing, 5-wave count here. ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like a 5 is coming. So it makes sense if there was to be a pullback and the, what is it? I guess it's the 15 seasonality, December 26 could play out. Nice little pullback and found support, or maybe a pullback into the 200 SMA and the 20. It's chopping around the 50. So a lot of bears are coming right here and trying to see if they could push and make this wave 5. Possible projection wave 5 is 1570 all the way to 1425. So I'm just showing you the different techniques and different theories. So you can kind of see, that sometimes things, doesn't all line up. And that's the weekly, and you can see that the Stokes haven't crossed over yet. On the daily, we're chopping around the 200 and the 20, but we're above the 50 and the 100. You see the Stokes are getting a little weak here. And this is a wave 4. So on the daily, it is indicating that we're going to go to do a wave 5, which kind of lines up with the daily cycle and the weekly cycles, all, positive. So that makes sense with a wave 5 going up. But if we get a pullback, it will be natural for it to do because it got a nice little pop. And then maybe, make another leg higher and stop out all the bears and work on this wave 5. Meaning that then the dollar, correlation is probably going to get strong and then going to get weak again. And there's a projection wave 5 of 2172 if we get there. But, I'm just going kind of forecasting in the future. I'm just taking it one step at a time. For levels for next week, if it pushes higher, anywhere between 1834 and 1851, there's a timing point coming here on January the 17th. And if it pulls back, the linear regression channel, we're going to find support here and the 50. And there's a timing point between 1222 and the 29th. So that's on the daily. Look at the weekly real quick. In the weekly, it broke out of the linear regression channel and it's pointing up, wave 4. So, but if it's going to play out a wave 5, it looks like a wave 5 will resolve lower. So that's not good. So there's a lot of moving parts here, a lot of different things that we just got to dissect it, every week and one day at a time. But it's a battle between cycles, a battle of, the Elliott wave technique, moving averages, and it just kind of chopping around, consolidating, but kind of lost a weakness here and now kind of regain it. So I want to see how we start the week next week and see where we close. That should give us clues in regards to gold. But hopefully you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on gold using cycles and double Gann technique, price and time technical analysis.